This is Republic of Pirates. There's a little known fact about me that you may not be aware of. And that is that I am completely obsessed with the golden age of piracy era. As a teenager, I was always reading up on the pirates of the New World and all the crazy stuff that went down in the Bahamas during the 1700s. I have seen numerous pirate films and have played nearly every game with a pirate theme there is. I grew up with Sea Dogs and playing Sid Meier's Pirates in high school. My first MMO experience was with this seafaring game called Voyage Century Online. When it first came out, I fell in love with this pirate game Black Flag, which I believe had some assassins in it, though I can't be certain. Now I find myself immersed in the Sea of Thieves again and that damn arcade game in the middle of Bangkok that we can't beat. I tried to get into Skull and Bones, I really did, but let's not talk about quadruple A. So if there's a fresh pirate adventure in town, you better believe I'll have my eye patch ready and my parrot on standby. When I first saw Republic of Pirates in the trailer, I thought, city builder and pirates? The idea of a pirate game in a real-time strategy genre was such an interesting concept that piqued my curiosity. I was thinking maybe you could become a trade boss and establish new trade routes with stolen cargo while sending out ships to hunt for some more valuable goods. Perhaps you could even achieve what the pirates of the 1700s never could and establish the first independent republic, free from the control of the empires of the era. This sounds amazing. Well, thanks to the developers of Republic of Pirates, I've been given an early glimpse of the game. While the full release is planned for later this year, a demo will be available on Steam starting June 10 on Steam's Next Fest. So if you want to check it out yourself, you can. Republic of Pirates is a pirate-themed city builder that looks like it takes inspiration directly from games like Anno and Age of Empires. As you expand your pirate colony, you'll need to juggle building, producing resources, and managing your workforce efficiently so that your people are all happy and they don't turn on you. They're all pirates after all. The story is about a pirate republic that collapsed due to betrayal, and your father, a high-ranking member, was lost in the chaos. After a wild fight, you're now heading to this group of islands to rebuild and take back control of the pirate-ridden waters. Similar to any RTS game, when you arrive at your new home base, you begin constructing the essential buildings required to establish your settlement. In this game, the dock is where all the action happens. It's where you can fix up your ships, stash all your loot, and basically run the show at your pirate colony. Next, you'll start building huts for your people, along with storage buildings for all your supplies and distribution. People mysteriously end up at your new pirate village, saving you the trouble of recruiting them. Do you want a thriving pirate economy with rum flowing like water and fish always on the menu? And make sure your production buildings are next and that they are always buzzing with activity. From hemp plantations to distilleries, your pirate citizens have loads of options to boost their status and keep plunder rolling in. No, but when you improve the village's living conditions, they receive various benefits and the huts will grow to maximum capacity. For example, they'll need a market to spend their coin and a rope maker around their huts. I'm not sure why they all need rope, but they really seem to enjoy rope. Also, rum distilleries, brothels, taverns, everything that makes them happy will make them more effective laborers. When it comes to materials, wood, bricks, and iron are your basics for building stuff. With these in hand, you can keep adding on to and growing your construction projects. To start, you'll need to set up resource gathering structures such as woodcutters' huts and clay mines. Next, connect these buildings to resource refining facilities like sawmills and brick factories to maximize your production. Having enough workers in each building is key to productivity. Also, you have to make sure you have the right type of workers on each island to keep things running smoothly. One cool thing about these islands is that each one has its own unique resource. For instance, the only place I could find clay was on Red Island next door, so I had to conquer it and set up a settlement to mine and make clay bricks. As much as you love building on your pirate village, you will have to set sail to different locations in order to advance further. Naturally, pirates need a fleet of ships to fully embrace the pirate life. Under the Seafaring tab, you can build a shipyard and construct your own vessels to finally begin your quest to dominate the high seas. Currently, you can unlock 8 unique ship classes with varying stats and abilities. Each ship needs to have a captain assigned, which you recruit at the Captain's Inn, and your fleet size will be dependent on the number of available captains. Naval warfare and sailing are so easy. Just pick a ship or a fleet, set them off to gather flotsam or take down enemy ships. Every ship in the game has its own special ability that you can use during battles. From smoke screens that can cause enemy shots to miss to AoE attacks that can target multiple enemies at once, each ship offers its own unique advantage. However, since these abilities have a cooldown period, once the battle starts, you mostly just sit back and watch the ships fight it out. I'm not quite there yet, but I believe the game has a feature that allows for diplomatic relationships. You can form alliances with other powers instead of constantly fighting them, either by giving them tribute or trading goods. But as far as I can tell, the ships don't seem to have any storage space for cargo or anything related to trading. If trading is available, it likely takes place on a different screen on the game. I mean, it's pretty decent. It's a real-time strategy game where you get to build up your own pirate empire and take on other pirate crews hanging out in the archipelago. But so far, it hasn't quite hit the spot for me. And here's why. Sailing and ship battles are about as exciting as watching paint dry. You just pick a unit, tap the destination, and that's all. And you sit back and wait for it to happen. In naval battles, you simply click on the enemy ship and let the fight play out, using the ship's active skill once in a while. There is no wind direction, so you're always sailing at the same speed wherever you go. I mean, come on, they did it in 87. In battles, cannonballs relentlessly pursue their targets, so it's impossible to even dodge a barrage. Basically, sailing and naval warfare right now don't require much skill. In battles, the fleet with the bigger guns usually comes out on top. Also, there's no boarding. Why is there no boarding? Aren't we pirates? To what use is all that cargo at the bottom of the sea? Right now, you have to sink all the ships and go through their debris. Another thing that bothers me is the stockpiling of goods and resources. I wish it was more focused on trading. I mean, you're building multiple settlements on different islands. Wouldn't there be trade routes between them? Currently, all your goods and resources are shared within the whole empire. So if you're getting clay on Red Island, the clay goes into the storage of the empire, meaning that the products sourced from specific islands instantly materialize on the opposite island and are readily available for use. Wouldn't it have been cool to set up trade routes between your islands to transport goods from one village to the next? Other pirate crews may pose a threat to our trade routes, forcing us to defend them or potentially blockading their ports to prevent further ships from setting sail. So many gameplay opportunities. Also, why not just send ships out to hunt for goods? Because, we're pirates, and not by sinking them, by boarding them and stealing the cargo. Then have trade ships sell them back to the big empires through fences or other diplomatic relations. Oh, and another thing, the workforce. People just seem to show up if you build houses, which would be fine if you'd be building a town for an empire in a new world and everyone else in it is eager to get in on the action. However, we're pirates laying low. It's not like people just randomly find their way to our islands. I think it would be cool if you had to actively recruit laborers as a valuable resource rather than them automatically joining your faction. Wouldn't it have been cooler if we had to board ships for plunder and we could offer the survivors a chance to come with us? Or even liberating slave ships and have them join our cause? It's the 1700s after all. I feel like there are some areas to improve here, but overall, it's not too shabby. I might also be a little too obsessed with this genre. Who knows, maybe there will be updates in the future with some of these new features. But right now, it kind of just feels like your typical RTS game, minus the ground units. Having all that said, I will now return to constructing my pirate kingdom. Also, don't forget that you can give it a try yourself on June 10. Let me know in the comments what you think about the game. If you want to have a chat with me and other members of our community, or even play a few games together, be sure to join my Discord server. You can also drop by my Twitch live streams. Thanks again, and have a great day.